I'm literally watching the finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and when I tell you guys, these kids are stressing me the hell out. If you're watching it and if you also like it, or if you don't like it, leave a comment below and let me know, because Belly... Alright, hopefully my lighting is good, but hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, my name is JavellAshanti, and today we have my September TBR, which, you know, I usually don't really film like a TBR video, but like, here we are. Okay, I'm trying to be on top of things this month, so I have my September TBR list ready to go. If you don't know what TBR means, it means to be read, so it's basically just a list of books that I plan on reading this month. A lot of times when I do my TBR, I don't read all those books, but like it's kind of like a intention for the month. It doesn't mean it's actually gonna happen, but you know, the intention is what matters. But this list is like a set of books that I'm really excited to talk about, read, all of that good stuff. I have a Bookstagram. It's called Javellslibrary, and I'll be posting a lot more on it. That's kind of like my intention for September as well, is to post a lot more on that account, or just post in general, because I haven't posted not once. If you follow that account, I'll be posting on there, and I'll be giving my thoughts, my comments, my opinions on books, and I'll talk like a lot of shit or like good things about books that I read and that I like. So definitely do that, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Some of these books I literally just got yesterday, and I started one this morning. So this is In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, and I haven't really heard of her, but I did see two books in the Target that I got this book at, and this is about like a girl. Actually, it gives like dual point of view. So it gives Nate and Izzy's point of view. They both met each other when they're on a plane, and then there was a plane crash, and ever since then they've just been like randomly running into each other. Like faith is kind of just linking them together, and that's really what this book is about. I started it this morning. I'm about 50 pages in. I want to tell you guys, this book has me so captivated. It's so good so far, and I really like it. I love both characters, and like, I don't know, it just gives me like low-key butterflies. And yeah, the little plane crash situation kind of reminds me of Manifest a little bit. I'm hoping it's not going into like the paranormal realm or like anything weird like that, but yeah, it's so interesting so far. So this is In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, and I've been seeing so many people read this on their stories this last couple weeks, so definitely on my TBR. Then next book I have on here is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and this book has been on my TBR list for a hot minute, and I just haven't really gotten to it because I was reading so many like summer themed books. But this is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and this is giving like low-key winter vibes, I feel like, so I want to go ahead and read this so I can give like a winter book recommendations. But it's about like a guy who plays hockey, and then the girl, she does ice skating, which definitely just gives like winter vibes, like New England vibes, low-key. And it's about them like having to share the court, or like the, not the court, girl, I do not do sports. It's about them having to share like the ice. It sounds really good. It's about Anastasia Allen, who's worked her entire life for a shot on the Team USA. It looks like everything's going to according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on the competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is to keep his team on the ice, which is tricky when facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, who clearly can't stand him. When Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look towards Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player. So that's pretty much the synopsis of this book. Sounds really good, and I've seen a lot of people really like it, and so I'm really excited to read this. And I feel like this is like a nice little segue into like the fall winter vibes. Next thing on my list is The Return by Nicholas Sparks, and I actually bought this back in August, and I just haven't really had a time or like a chance to get to reading it, and I feel like I just haven't really been like super excited about reading it as well. But this is about a guy, I think he's like a soldier in Afghanistan, and he gets hurt. He has to like go back home, so he goes back home to his grandfather's cabin, and his grandfather like mysteriously died, and he meets this girl, Deputy Sheriff Natalie Masterson, seems to replicate his feelings. She remains frustratingly distant, making Trevor wonder what she's hiding. So that's pretty much the synopsis of this book. I hope I get into it this month. I'm gonna make myself read it, even if I'm not super excited. I know Nicholas Sparks is a phenomenal writer, so I don't know why I'm like not very eager to read it. Then next book I have on my TBR list is Too Late by Colleen Hoover, and this is kind of like a little psychological suspenseful thriller, which I feel like Colleen Hoover does that really well. Like, she's mostly known for her contemporary romance, but I read Layla, which is like a paranormal romance. I read Verity, and that's like a thriller as well, and those were so good. So I thought this is like a little bit different for her, but I know it will also be really, really good. So the main character is caught up with like a drug trafficker. For some reason she can't really leave him because he's always like one step ahead, when she meets this other guy who is a DEA agent, Carter, and I guess they're both gonna try to like trap him or something. I'm really excited to read this though, because Colleen Hoover and her plot twist, like, say what you want about her writing, but her plot twists are usually really, really good. Then I've been obsessed with Kennedy Ryan lately, so I got A Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, and this is like a thicker one, but I'm really, really excited. It is a part of the Hoops series, and it's about Iris Dupree, who meets August West in a sports bar during her last semester of college. It's a conversation of a lifetime and sends sparks flying in every direction. The connection is undeniable, but the timing is all wrong. August is poised for the NBA draft, and Iris belongs to another man, basketball's golden boy, August's longtime rival. Okay. The two go their separate ways, but they often recall the electric nights and what could have been. While August embarked on his all-star life, studded with wealth and fame, Iris's perfect public relationship becomes a nightmare. And this book sounds a lot like Too Late by Colleen Hoover. It kind of has like similar plots with like people, you know, falling in love with someone, but this person is not really who they say they are, so then it just all starts going wrong. A tarnished dream of fool's gold. When August re-enters her life, the world becomes briefly bright again. Iris's darkest nights are not over yet. To survive, she must build her own strength and trust that her bond with August can endure all this time. So that's Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. She is a phenomenal writer, and I trust anything she writes, and I don't know, I just enjoy her books, her last couple books. Really, really excited to read that. I don't know why I cannot speak today. Then I also got another book by Geneva Rose, and this is also on my September TBR. It is One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose, and she's the author of A Perfect Marriage, and that book was super popular at the beginning of this year, and I read that and I loved it, so I definitely wanted to read another one of her books. But this one is about these girls basically living in Buckhead, I think Buckhead, Georgia, and they're all like vying for the #1 spot. Meet the Women of Buckhead, a place of expensive cars, houses, and competitive friendships. It's about Shannon, Crystal, and Jenny, and they all are vying for basically the queen bee of Buckhead. You'll get to see like what they do to get the #1 spot. Like, are they gonna lie, cheat, steal, kill? That's basically what this book is about, and I'm really, really excited to read that as well, because I definitely want to read like a lot of like murder mysteries or just like thrillers for the fall, so I have some fall recommendations. Then next book on my September TBR, we have King of Pride by Anna Wong. This is the second book in the King of Sin series, which I love that series so far, and so this one is about Isabella and Kai, I think, and Kai is like a reserved, controlled, and proper to a fault, and he neither has time nor the inclination for chaos, whereas Isabella is like the complete opposite. She's like very chaotic, she has purple hair, she's like all over the place, she's very inappropriate, and she's chaos personified, okay? With a crucial CEO vote looming and a media empire at stake, Isabella is everything he shouldn't want, but with every look and every touch, he's tempted to break all his rules and claim her as his own. Are you kidding me? I'm excited to see why the cover is exactly like this. I'm getting purple vibes because she has purple hair, but yeah, I don't know, I'm obsessed with anything Anna Wong writes, so like Last but not least, on my September TBR, we have Drunk in Love by Jasmine Galori, and this book is about Margot Noble, and she owns like a company, I think, with her family, and she's super stressed. So one day she goes out, she has like a one-night stand, and she's hoping to never see this guy again, but comes Monday morning, new hire starts, and the new hire is the guy who she had the one-night stand with. Super awkward, it's super weird, she's trying to ignore him, but the chemistry between both of them is just off the charts. So that's basically what she has to navigate in the story. I'm really excited to read this. Jasmine is also a POC author, which I've definitely been trying to push myself to read more like books with like POC characters or like by POC authors, because I feel like I just don't really have that much, and it's important to also support those authors. That is important to me as well. So we have a few POC authors in here. We have Anna Wong, she's Asian. We have Jasmine Galori, she's black. We have Kennedy Ryan, she's black. And I think that's all we have. But yeah, I'm really excited to read all these books. They sound so fun and super interesting, and I don't know, I'm really excited. But yeah, that's pretty much my September TBR. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books on my September TBR. I'm really excited to read all of these, and I can't wait to talk about them in my reading wrap up. If you want to hear my book by book opinions or like comments, definitely follow my Bookstagram. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Bye.
Ooh, I'm gonna pull a study to the side. She keep coming at me every day and night. When I left them